Hi, my name is Jenson.
And I'm Danielle Martin.
Today we are going to talk to you about the phenomenological tradition. We're going to be going over the overview of the term, the history of phenomenology, some concepts, how it relates to research, and a reflection of the phenomenological tradition. The phenomenological tradition is based on the idea that people are actively interpreting their experiences and through this come to understand the world. Per Littlejohn and Foss, it is the way in which human beings come to understand the world through direct experience. Knowledge is also a conscious experience. We come to know the world by how we see it. How we relate things is what determines their meanings to us. And language is the vehicle to meaning. Phenomenology directs our attention to experience self and others through dialogue seeking common ground. A little bit about the history of phenomenology. It was conceived as a rigorous scientific method for analyzing conscious experiences by Edmund Herschel. His method involves disregarding particular contents of an experience in order to reveal essential structures and transcendental conditions that make experience possible.
Some of the concepts that we're going to be talking about are experience, dialogue, authenticity, and interpretation. When it comes to experience, we live in a world with others, and we should treat others as people, respect differences, and be open to seeking common understandings. In a different example, we can see that these meanings are through communication, and it's a vehicle by which we assign the experience. Dialogue is the second one we're going to talk about, which is pretty much just genuine conversation where we speak to one another to see their perspectives. Authenticity is when the experience comes from a place within ourselves, and within these action and words, we can all come to a congruent belief and value system. Interpretation is through the experiences that we have with one another, we can see the differences and come to a better understanding. We can continue to have these conversations and shape dialogue to better interpret each other.
And how phenomenology relates to research. It's a qualitative research method that's used to describe how human beings experience a certain phenomenon. It's a study that attempts to set aside biases and preconceived assumptions about our human experiences, our feelings, and our responses to particular situations.
Some reflections of the phenomenological tradition are that oral communication is important to have when learning and understanding others and how they feel and think. In some way, everyone uses oral communication to talk to other people. It's important to have genuine conversations with others because you can learn from them and create lasting relationships with others by communicating. This tradition can be used in everyday life because we are already using it when we speak to each other. It's meaningful and useful to explain communication because most people already think of communication as verbal.